Did you know that Peter Parker once made J. Jonah Jameson so angry that he had a heart attack? So after Peter sacrificed his marriage with MJ to the devil just to save Aunt May's life, he stopped being Spider-Man for a while and started looking for a new job so he could eventually live on his own. But despite his efforts, he kept getting rejected from every job he applied for. And because of this, Peter began to think that if he hadn't been given the responsibility of being Spider-Man, he could have achieved greater things as a normal person, such as becoming a world-famous scientist. And while reflecting on his life choices, Peter received a call from Harry Osborn, who invited him to a club with their friends. And when they arrived, a random girl unexpectedly kissed Peter, but he immediately pulled away and went back to his table. And while catching up with his friends, Peter admitted that he was struggling to pay rent for the apartment he wanted, which prompted Harry to give Peter the money he needs for now. And not long after, Peter noticed the same woman who kissed him earlier, which made Peter excuse himself from the scene. And when the woman followed him inside the restroom, Peter was nowhere to be found. Outside, Peter bumped into his friend Carly, and while they were talking, they were suddenly robbed. And when Peter tried to chase the thief, Carly stopped him, but Peter insisted on following the mugger so he could at least take photos for the Bugle, which Carly thought was a dumb idea. And when Peter finally found a spot to change into his Spider-Man suit, he paused after seeing a newspaper headline saying that Spider-Man had been gone for 100 days, and this made him reconsider putting the suit back on, as he didn't want the Bugle to profit from his photos since they still owed him money. So instead, he decided to track the robber as himself, but failed after the thief ran through a homeless shelter where Aunt May was working. Afterward, Peter went to the Daily Bugle to demand the money he was owed, but Jonah refused to acknowledge it and even called Peter an ungrateful piece of trash, which made Peter snap because he claimed to have risked his life just to take those photos, yet all he ever received were scraps. And when he finally stopped giving them photos, the Bugle went down, which made Peter realize that Jonah owed him because he made him successful in the first place. And this claim made Jonah so angry that he began growling at Peter until he suddenly collapsed from a heart attack. But luckily, Peter knew CPR, so he rushed to help Jonah by giving him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, even though he hated it because Jonah's mouth tasted like cigar butts and day-old coffee.